So, hey everyone, we got a new guest today. We got Poro here, one of
Hello
our
there.
web developer. So he's working on the Wikipedia. But first we got a few other things to do. Let's add him into the town hall real quick. He can access our colony as well. Was it here? Yeah, add him here. I got a few things planned today. Like I said in last episode, I was getting the restaurant ready, but I noticed the restaurant was level too high, so I had to reposition it one down. But the builder is now ready and fine with it, and it looks quite neat inside as well. And behind the restaurant, like I told you, I set up the farmer. So it's a farmer level 1, so you can supply one field. And I plan up to set up one field, and you get fields with the field block. Yeah, exactly. The field block looks like this, and you get it here with this recipe. So it's ladder in the middle, the sticks around it, and the hay bale in the top can be a jack-o'-lantern or something like that as well, I think. So for the field, I thought we would go with a default the villager look we had here. Let's start it up here. So let's build here. So the field is a 5 times up to 11 times 11. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here. And then to close it, and then make it here. So I think Poro will be able to help me with this as well. Where is he?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing myself some tools.
He's getting some tools. Nice. So now we pushed a few updates out these days, which will change a bit of the in-game mechanics. So we noticed that people were killing their colonists quite often, which was not the idea as well, even if they start up with low levels. So we could put kind of punishment in the game where when your citizen dies in a way which would not be the barbarians or which would not be related to guards, the citizens of the colony would be in a grieving moment for a few minutes of the first next day after someone died. We added this that people think a bit more about before they kill their citizens, because they're also citizens of your colony, so you should treat them nicely, I think. And this will balance it a bit. They won't strike if the citizen was an in-wall death. So if you can figure out how to trigger that, still a way, but it's too complicated because it's really not worth killing your citizens, because you can simply level them up in the library nowadays. And I think there's no real reason to kill them now, right, Boru?
Yeah, it's not really nice, is it? You want to be killing citizens, and you don't want your happiness going down because it just doesn't help. Because you kill them, and then you're gonna have people spawning back at even worse levels,
Exactly.
or the same levels.
So, and exactly with the new library building, you can level them up nicely to just the citizen happiness of the colony. So there's no real reason to kill them actually. Now we got the update with the sitting in the restaurant is almost ready as far as I heard. So this will be quite nice as well, which the citizen sitting there. And we got some other updates upcoming as well. So we merged something which should help you to see that there are 2 pages in the GUIs more easily. So I don't have it here in this build yet. In the next episode I should have it already. So the arrows here in the top, they will be purple and more dominant, and at the bottom of the page there will be a page number to indicate how many pages there are. I think this will be quite useful to figure out what you have to do. Now I'm finished this field. I think this seems to be the middle block. Yes, I think I have to get a bit more water, and then we already have to sleep again. It's getting night already. And let's get some water. We've also been working on some things surrounding the mod. So Poro and Imri, one of our graphic designers, they updated a team page on our website. I'm gonna link it in the description below so you can check out our new team page. It looks quite neat. And they've been working, especially Poro, on the design and Wisi on the content of the new wiki. And what can you tell us about the new wiki, Poro?
Ooh. Well, the main focus, we went with going to GitHub pages, and the main focus was mainly allowing everybody freedom to be able to update. So if somebody goes on and finds something's out of date and they'd like to add their own bit to it, then they just have the freedom to do that. And it's just a simple system to use. There's no like special code behind it or anything. It's just standard HTML for those who may know it. It's a very simple system to get used to, as long as you know GitHub, of course.
So, Poro, can you sleep really quick in a bed next to you so
yes.
we can skip the night? So, to the people who are not used to it, the new wiki is based on GitHub pages, right? So, what you're being able to do is just write the markup text or also add HTML if necessary. And exactly, markdown, sorry. And I always mix these two up, my goodness. So, and then you just make a pull request as with any GitHub repository. So if you have any changes you would like to make after we release the new wiki, if you see any errors or something like that, we can also help you guys out with getting used to this or something like that. But it's actually quite easy, and there are a lot of guides on how to handle GitHub as well. Now, we got this field more or less ready. I think Poro can help me fill up this water here. But let's place this field here. So the field you can see is here. Now the field doesn't allow you to edit the upper block. You have to access the block down here, and then you add a seed. And your farmer, he should connect this field to him. As you can see, he has connected this field to him, and I can give him, he doesn't need those things, and he will start working here. You can see he registered this field to his position, and he will start tiling the dirt. Poro is coming here. I can throw him here my 2 buckets. Yep.
I just made another one as well.
Ah, that's perfect. Well, more buckets is less running around.
Definitely.
I set also a few other things up. So I did a bit of terraforming to make this more uniform here. I have to up the wall on this side. I think I will make it 1 over ground level here, as it's here, and have a flat surface which allows us to fill this area more easily with colony buildings. And on the other side here I got ready to get the new deliveryman building. So my idea was to have here in the central the warehouse building, and then have it surrounded by the deliveryman building. So they would be having one here, one in this position, then the one you can see here, and the warehouse here in the middle, as you can see already. This will make it way easier for the deliveryman to go from their work to their work, right? From the work building to the warehouse. And I think it fits quite neatly around as well. Our builder, what is he working on at the moment? I think he's needing some materials. Let's check him out. Yeah. Oak door. Let's get here to a workstation. Give him some oak doors. Now about the field I showed you previously, that's fixed to be a radius of 5 around about a farm field block, and it will only stop if it finds air, or I think it's basically just air. If he finds air, he will stop, and if it finds cobble or something like that, it won't plant on it. But that's not very nice, and it doesn't look very well as well. Like you won't be able to make a shorter field so easily. So the idea will be, when we finish our new GUI framework, you can access this field like it's here right now, and then you will have surrounded by this slot block some options as the size the field will be, or the shape, or the size into each direction as well. This would make it way more easier to configure things. 1, 2, 3. I think I counted wrong. He will only go 4 into each direction. It's weird. Going to see. He's working nicely already. He's tilling the floor. I think he's quite confused by the water right now. Yeah. There's some minor pathing issues with water as well. Sometimes when they stand half on water like this, they stop pathing, and you have to give them a small push. We're also working on this, but working with pathing is quite difficult because we have to use mainly use the default pathing system of Minecraft, which is not really optimized and quite slow as well. We built a bit on top of it. That doesn't help a lot. Okay, it's working nicely here. So it's 1 field per upgrade. So on level 1 he will be able to handle 1 field, on level 2 2, etc, etc. And the seed type, he actually accepts anything which is a seed. So most crops of Pam's Harvest Craft should work, I think. Is there any crop which doesn't work well from Pam's, Poro?
I couldn't say actually. I've never tried them myself, but I can't see a reason why they wouldn't. I think most of them are just like any other crop, really.
Yeah. So the only things that don't work really well are like crops which have special requisites, like they need 2 blocks space, or they need something special like sticks in the middle. So these kinds of things won't work. But he actually will work with melons and pumpkins. But he doesn't do this really smart. He just plants every second block if he notices that he is planting melons or pumpkins, so there's enough space, and then he will just request an X to mine the melons and pumpkins around it. It's a bit optimized for it, but it works well. No, he works in a circle around it. That's why he didn't plant it. No, he's planting the full field. Plan on building fields in every direction, so we'll have to remove these fields on this side here to have them nicely aligned as well, and not into the floor like this one. What else? We're also working on some, like I said, on the GUI framework. Another update we will have with this will be warehouse racks, which we're planning to do. At the moment you can see the racks have the standard double chest inventory, but if you upgrade your warehouse to level 5, you can upgrade your storage with a block of emerald, which will add an additional row on the bottom. The thing is that the GUI after a bit, because there's no space under here, will look not very nice. So with the new GUI framework we'll be able to add the scrolling bar on the side to have it similar to the creative tab, and we'll probably add it that you can update each rack individually using 1 emerald, or upgrade all racks from the warehouse slot here, which should make it easier to extend the storage here and make the racks in general more useful. So let's look also how our smelter has been doing. I think he smelted all the ores in the colony already. It's still breaking swords here. See? Oh. He's waiting for ore at the moment. Yeah, he should get some ore soon. Let's see how our other guard here's doing. I hope she leveled up. Nice, she level 5 now. Is wearing armor that should make her less squishy. Because previously she was dying. Who I employed for this job died after 2 days, which was not good for the happiness and not good for her either. Or him, whoever died at this moment. Oh. Enderman stealing my blocks. The builder needs an orange bat. I don't have any orange bat with me.
Just been working on that at the minute. I just need to find some wool.
Ah, nice. Good, yeah, we're kinda out of wool as well. I used a bunch for the upgrade of the restaurant, exactly. Just upgrading at the moment the other citizen hut here. To get us another citizen to employ a second delivery man. So there's a restriction of how many delivery men can work with one warehouse. So you can have multiple warehouses, but you have to turn it out in the configuration file. But still only up to 5 delivery men can serve one warehouse. So if you have 10 delivery men, you can have 5 delivery men delivering things from one warehouse and 5 delivery men working on delivering things from the other warehouse. That you can't deliver more. You can't add more delivery men on it, but you can have one delivery man. Yeah, only one delivery man per warehouse as well. So delivery man can't deliver from two warehouses either. So at the moment we're on a level 2 warehouse, so it's not worth yet to add the other delivery man because we would have to upgrade our warehouse first, which should be also the next thing I'm going to do after this delivery man. Oh, it's night already. And I don't have a lot of armor either. So you guys don't believe how often I die in between videos and always of Enderman. I don't know, I'm really bad at fighting Enderman, I have to say. Okay, let's get a night. You don't have a bat with you, do you?
No, I don't. Just running back at the minute. Avoiding everything in my path.
The miner came up as well. Where are you walking? Oh, she doesn't have any ore. Oh, that's the closest waypoint she has. Oh, I gotta put more waypoints around here. Decorations, infrastructure, waypoint. Yeah, like I told you guys already, the rendering with shaders doesn't work, but we see that there's something, so we can kind of figure out where the things are. And it shows the other waypoints around here as well, but not as nicely, right? We definitely have to add one here. Someone help me, a zombie. The undead are taking over. Are you sleeping? Ah, nice.
I am.
I'm running to the bed really quick as well. I hope nothing kills me on the way. No. I hope nothing throws you out of the bed while I'm searching the bed here.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
Yeah, nice. Now, fortunately, guards don't have to sleep yet. They just work all day. But we actually got a plan to make it a bit more realistic, so that you have to employ kind of 2 guards per building, but you get 1 citizen slot per guard building as well. So one of the guards will be slacking during the day and then sleeping at night, and the other one will be slacking during the night and working during the day. Make it a bit more realistic as well. I don't have someone working all day long. Okay. We got waypoints around here. I think that's enough with waypoints. Actually, I like how these how these broken waypoints look. I think it would be quite difficult to get this to work if we wanted it. Or you have to watch in the video later how these waypoints look with shaders enabled. That's quite funny. Now let's check how he's doing. I think he should have enough access. He is fast. Oh, he's level 5 already as well. Now I'm starting to get afraid because the more these levels your citizen level, the stronger the barbarians' attacks get. So the amount of barbarians and their level depends on the amount of citizens you have and on the levels the citizens have. The more citizens and the higher level they are, which kind of means the more healthy and wealthy your colony is, the more bad barbarians get attracted by it as well. And the more possible chiefs, archers, and the stronger they hit, the stronger their armor is, all these kinds of things. So it's a more complex formula, but quite dangerous mixture. Where is it? Here. Let's clean this area up a bit for the builder, because he's going to build over this else. Yeah. Here we go. I think we can destroy this path as well in this direction. Here. Nice. Yeah, that makes more sense. Even this whole direction would make sense to cut it out here. I previously said that I thought about repopulating this village, but when I repopulate it, it's probably going to be more like in this edge of the colony, because there won't be much space after the baker will come close here as well, the deliverymans are ready, the farmer with all his fields. At the moment, and notice that it's quite easy to maintain your colony with food, so I think we're going to increase the necessities of the colonists with food as well. Because at the moment, one fisherman for all this colony is almost enough. I think that's a bit too weak. You should have at least a farmer and a fisherman at this level, but a farmer will probably already at level 1 produce more food than we need, so we're going to get a bunch of wheat. We planted a few things already here. We got a bunch of stages he runs through, so everyone, and then he runs into planting, then he plants all seeds he has, then he will start searching if there's anything else to do. But since there's only one field right now at early levels, they spend a lot of their time just slacking around until this field is fully planted and grown, and then they actually start being really productive. I'll fill this here in really quick as well. Some terraforming here. I just don't like when it's too malformed. I like building colonies on multiple levels, so we got the level around the town hall, we got the citizen huts on 2 level higher, the builder, on the other hand it goes down, but this is just a mess, right? Okay. Oop. Closing in. I guess you guys are going to be quite happy as soon as our Wikipedia will be finished. because it will have all the information I'm telling you guys here as well in it. So to have the information about the library in it, which is not on the other wiki. We'll have information about the barracks, the smelter, and it will be quite neatly looking, the same style as our website as well. So it will shine in nicer. We're still optimizing some things. We have a review process to do to fix out the minor spelling mistakes and reference errors and these kinds of things. But it's mainly finished. We also need some lists which allow you to navigate more easily through it. You don't have to read all the text before going to the next worker or something like that. But I think it looks quite great, I have to say.
Yeah, it's definitely getting there. Not far off now. There's a lot to do for, well, there's not a lot to do, but been looking to optimize it for mobile and stuff as well. So no matter where you are, you can always have a read up if you really feel like it.
Yeah, and since it's also really modifiable, we can adapt the style and things more easily than with just using a wiki software. Or do you have enough food, Burrow? Or do you need something?
I'm good. I've got some bread.
Okay, nice. How you get?
Builder's back to his job as well.
Ah, nice. Oh, you got only bread. Let me give you some fish. Here.
Oh, thank you. Plenty.
Unfortunately, I don't have any chips. So.
We're halfway there at least.
Yeah.
Make some potatoes with the farmer.
I think we don't have any potatoes. I had to give the last potato and cook it and give it to the builder for the restaurant.
That's a problem.
Okay, I think that was everything for this episode. In between the episodes, I'm going to finish here the warehouse to the next level and finish the delivery man to get the colony going on this side. And in the next episode, I think I'm going to get our first herder working. Don't know yet where I'm going to place him. Or I think the baker will be more interesting. Since we have the farmer here, I want to level him up and get another field going. And then I'm going to add a baker, which adds a nice material chain, right? The baker, the farmer plants the wheat, and the wheat goes to the baker, and the baker makes bread out of it, and the deliveryman will bring the bread to the restaurant for the citizens to eat. I'll have these kinds of material chains. So, I think it was everything for today. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.